Jujutsu Shenanigans got no update this weekend, even though Higuruma is only 2 moves away from completion. And he's been saying and revealing a lot of things in the Discord recently. And I think I know why it's taking longer than usual. So let's find out. So before we get to speculating, we have to talk about what Z actually said. And he said a lot. The first thing we're going to talk about is this screenshot right here, where he says, no update this weekend, studying for exams and playing DMC. If you don't know what DMC is, it's Devil May Cry, a video game that now has an anime. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. I think it's on Netflix. And what this means is he's studying and playing DMC. Like, realistically, he just doesn't have a lot of time to work on the update. We do know that Z is in college or some sort of post-secondary, and not every weekend he's going to be able to drop an update, and that's totally fine. We get very spoiled as JJS players because there are a lot of other games, not just Battlegrounds, that do not get updates. I remember when I used to play Blox Fruits, it took them a year to drop the most mediocre update I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so one of the main reasons why the update was delayed was because of time constraint. Now let's get on to the second thing that Z said, and it was these elevator sneaks. He put out 2 gifs or videos of elevators in JJS. You can see it right here, and it's cool. I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy it personally. I don't like climbing up those ladders. I don't think all of them should be ladders, or I guess they're called trusses. I don't think they should all be trusses. I think one column should be going up with the elevator and one column should be going down with the elevator. Maybe 2 separate buildings. It's a cool idea. It would make for cool moments. You could fight inside of it. You can break it. As somebody's going up, you can shoot a hollow purple. A lot of cool moments can be made out of those elevators, and it's just something quirky that changes up the map, you know? So the third thing that he said is actually multiple things. It's all the polls he's been putting in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you should genuinely be in there because there are a lot of polls that Z is creating where he has the community vote on things. For example, this poll, issues with JJS combat, where most people voted on balancing, meaning that he'll take a look at those things. So what does this tell us? I think it mainly shows that he cares about what the community thinks and genuinely wants to keep innovating in Battlegrounds, but is maybe running out of ideas himself, or his team can't generate good ideas as well. So he's relying on the community who actively play the game and know what they want or expect. Speaking of running out of ideas, he also said that he is struggling to come up with the last 2 moves for Higuruma. And I think that is a massive player in why the update is delayed. Because think about it, we've seen Z drop an update and give a character 3 moves right off the bat. And you're telling me he can't give Higuruma the last 2 moves, even with animators and everybody else? I don't think it's a work ethic problem. I think it's a creativity problem. Coming up with moves for Higuruma is so difficult because his true essence is being an attorney who became a sorcerer, but he himself doesn't have super unique or cool go-to moves. He just bangs out. Every fight that he's ever been in, he just bangs out. There's no special attacks, there's no nothing, he's just banging out. The most he'll say is domain expansion. You know what I'm saying? So coming up with those 2 last moves while not disappointing everybody and not putting out some mediocre stuff is gonna be very hard. Because think about the moves that are already in the game. We have Executioner, which is a very cool move, but nothing really like insane. And Final Judgment, that is a cutscene into a one-shot, which is really cool. So how is he gonna come up with these one-shot moves to stay lore accurate but deal with game balancing and ideas and all that stuff? It's very difficult. And I think that if you really want the update to come out, I think you should be in the Discord and go in suggestions and just say things, you know, talk about your ideas or what you have for the character, because he might do them, or it may lead him to come up with an idea himself that he can implement. Another thing Z talked about is actually Viltrum Battlegrounds in this GIF that he posted. It's pretty funny and cute. I mean, Invincible is very trendy and there are a whole bunch of Battleground games for Invincible nowadays, but I actually played this game. If you want to watch that, then click right here, or watch that a little bit later. We're talking about JJS right now, buddy. Focus, please. And then he went on to say something very important. The next character will be a character people actually want for once. He's capping. I don't believe him. I don't believe him, bro. With all this trolling that he's doing, bro, I don't believe none of that. You're telling me the guy who forwarded this suggestion of the main worm overpowered moveset, the guy who says the next character is a soldier from the Cullen games, did they even get named? What happened to that plotline? Did they go back home? What does the US do now that Kenjaku told them about Curse Energy? JJK is good, bro, but definitely rushed. You're telling me that guy is gonna add a character that we actually want. Who do we even actually want? The top 5 people we actually want, he's not adding them. I'm telling you right now. Wait. He might actually be telling the truth, because he also said that they will be higher than grade 2. So that's good. What we're gonna do is now figure out who it could possibly be. So it's not gonna be Maki, but see, this is where it gets tricky, because that's base Maki. But like, what about Awakened Maki? She's like special grade. Anyways, let's go with the information that we have. Semi grade 2, I doubt he's gonna add Panda. And wait, we got more information. The next character will be base only? Okay, so it genuinely could be Panda. Panda could be a base only character that I would like, because it's kind of like Locust Guy. They're both animals, I guess, and like they don't really got a lot to them. But also, if Panda were to be added with an awakening where he gets like his brother heart and sister, or however he works, then that would be cool too. Then we got Ino. Ino could be a base only character. I could see that. Maybe his awaken move is like he pulls out Megami's tool and just hits you in the head with it. I don't know, who knows. Now Inumaki, he just added voice recorder. I think Inumaki is high on that list of possibility. Now base only though, I would understand if he did base only Inumaki, because we don't see much from him. There's not much to him, and being creative with him would be a little hard. Actually no, you just say words. Run, shoot. Kamo, never. We already have Choso, and Choso's the better version of Kamo because he can actually generate the blood. Mechamaru could be a base only character. Nah, but why though? Why not make Mechamaru an awakened character where he gets like the giant mech or something like that? Utahime, why would I add a support character? Grade ones, let's see. Yaga, I doubt Yaga would be a base only character. Kusakabe? Kusakabe could be a base only character. Simple domain, you know, something like that, you know, combat, all the other stuff. Shout out Kusakabe, he's a really cool character. Nanami, please. Is he gonna add him? No, but please. Mei, I don't even know what you would do with Mei, bro. Like birds, crows, fly, attack, something like that. Who knows? Anybody in special grade 1, he's not adding right now, and they're not being a base only character. And then in special grade, we got these two, and we don't have these three, but these three are not going to be base only characters, so we could rule them out the question. So it's most likely either going to be Panda, Ino, Inumaki, or Kusakabe. I think that wouldn't be bad. I would actually enjoy any one of those. I would enjoy any character he adds to the game. And finally, the last thing he talked about were these screenshots. This looks like the Curse versus Sorcerer's game mode, and you could see on their heads it says Curse, like number. You got the icons. We know this map, and it's Z playing the game. We also see a whole bunch of curses, and I don't think anything is happening in the chat. If you know what these screenshots mean or what they imply or anything like that, comment it down below. I'll respond to you. Do you agree with my takes? I think I had W takes this video. If you do, you don't, comment it down below, man. And please, sir, subscribe. Me and the Millz Mafia are trying to hit 100k before the year ends, and it would be really nice if you were to subscribe. I can no longer talk in my normal accent until you subscribe. So Millz Mafia out. Y'all. Try me so camera, face past shirt, like a boy with a hanger. Who can see that big feet up like